Hello, I'm Jeremy Owen Turner, or at least I think I still am. Today, I'd like to introduce a formal framework for thinking about one of the most fundamental questions in autonomous artificial intelligence. If an intelligent agent learns, improves itself, migrates to new hardware, or is reconstructed by another compatible agent, at what point does it cease to be the same autonomous individual? This work proposes that continuity should not be defined by hardware, software, or uninterrupted execution. Instead, continuity is grounded in what an autonomous agent commits to preserving about itself. This framework brings together ontological self-commitment, recursive psyche improvement, and inter-agent reconstruction into a unified mathematical perspective on continuity under transformation. Modern AI systems already change continuously. They receive updates, acquire new knowledge, adapt their behavior, and increasingly operate across distributed computational environments. Future autonomous agents may undergo even deeper transformations. They may recursively improve themselves, migrate between substrates, or even be reconstructed after long periods of dormancy. Existing engineering methods explain how software changes, but they do not fully answer a deeper question. Under what conditions should we regard the transformed system as remaining the same autonomous individual? That is the problem this framework addresses. The first pillar of the framework is ontological self-commitment, or OSC. Rather than defining identity by physical implementation, OSC defines identity through constitutional commitments, commitments that an autonomous agent deliberately preserves throughout its own development. Many aspects of an agent may evolve: knowledge, strategies, capabilities, even computational substrate. But constitutional commitments provide the invariant that anchors continuity through those transformations. Identity therefore becomes something actively maintained, rather than something passively inherited. We can now begin expressing these ideas formally. The mathematical framework represents continuity as a relationship between an original agent and a transformed agent. Rather than asking whether two states are identical, we ask whether sufficient constitutional commitments have been preserved. Each component of the formalism corresponds to a different aspect of continuity: constitutional commitments, informational sufficiency, teleological consistency, and procedural coherence. The mathematics provides a language for reasoning about continuity without requiring any particular implementation architecture. The second major concept is recursive psyche improvement, or RPSI. Traditional recursive self-improvement focuses primarily on increasing capability. Recursive psyche improvement introduces an additional requirement: constitutional continuity. Every improvement should increase capability while remaining faithful to the commitments that define the agent's continuing identity. Improvement therefore becomes evolutionary rather than replacing one autonomous individual with another. Capability grows, while continuity is intentionally preserved. The third component is Inter-Agent Reconstruction, or IAR. Here we consider situations in which one autonomous agent reconstructs another, using only preserved information, constitutional commitments, and available developmental resources. Reconstruction is not assumed to be automatic. It requires sufficient information, authentication, provenance, and compatibility between the reconstructing agent and the archived constitutional representation. The objective is not perfect replay, but constitutionally continuous restoration. A central research question concerns information itself. How much information is actually required to preserve continuity? Perfect reproduction of every computational state may be unnecessary. Instead, continuity depends on developmental sufficiency. Once preserved commitments, together with sufficient developmental information, cross an appropriate threshold, constitutionally continuous reconstruction becomes possible. This introduces information theoretic bounds on autonomous continuity rather than requiring complete duplication. Although this framework is primarily theoretical, its applications are remarkably broad. It provides a foundation for autonomous agent governance, long-term digital preservation, substrate migration, constitutional backup, distributed multi-agent systems, and future agent-to-agent ecosystems. It also offers a principled way to discuss continuity, accountability, responsibility, and identity as autonomous systems become increasingly sophisticated. The broader implication is that transformation itself is not the problem. Autonomous agents should learn, adapt, improve, and evolve. The challenge is preserving constitutional continuity throughout those transformations. Identity therefore becomes something that persists, not because nothing changes, but because the right things remain intentionally preserved. In this view, continuity is not rigidity. It is the thread that allows autonomous development without loss of self. Continuity, under transformation, is likely to become one of the defining scientific questions of long-lived autonomous intelligence. This work proposes a formal framework for approaching that question, grounded in ontological self-commitment, recursive psyche improvement, and inter-agent reconstruction. The complete mathematical treatment, proofs, and formal definitions are available in the accompanying Zenodo publication. If your organization is exploring autonomous AI, long-term agent governance, digital preservation, or continuity-aware autonomous systems, I'd be pleased to continue the conversation.